I just got it confirmed. I went to the doctor's yesterday and I am pregnant. Had a blood test and a urine test done, and it does look like I am about 3 weeks and 3 days pregnant. Wow, never thought I'd be saying that, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I get to go back next week the week after, to get my beta numbers checked, because I want to make sure baby is implanted in my uterus and not in my tubes, which is a concern for me. And then 2 weeks after that. So I'll have those numbers posted soon. But this video isn't about that. This video is how I got there. The struggles, the tribulation, and how hard it was. So sit back and relax. I'm going to try to keep this video underneath the half an hour. Pretty much breeze through these and let you know exactly why I was taking them. Guys, ready? All right, let's get started. So, as you guys know, I did see an RE back in May, was diagnosed with hydrosalpinx, which means basically I had water in tubes in my left tube. He did say that I would never get pregnant naturally. Screw him. And that I would have to get my tubes removed and only IVF would be my option. Well, guess what? He was wrong. And this is what I did to do that. First of all, I want to say I don't know exactly where the tube was blocked. I do know that there was slight spillage from the dye, from the HSG testing. So the dye, there was a little bit of spillage, but my tube looked like it was on steroids. Now remember, your tube is about the size of a spaghetti, and that tube looked like it was a size, I don't know, of like a freaking lasagna or something. I don't know. It was huge compared to the other one. My fibria, which are basically the little fingers that are attached to the tube, were webbed. They looked like duck's feet. They were all webbed together, so it wasn't able to take the egg and bring it down. And I really think the systematic enzymes, you know, cleared that out. But that was my condition. Obviously, I say potentially hydrosalpinx because the only way he really could say, well, this is what it looks like, this is what I think it is, but I don't know for sure unless I cut you open and take a look. Wasn't going to go that way. I am 37. Had I been any older, I would have done it because of my advanced age. I did choose to do it the natural way, but guys, keep in mind I did have an appointment with the new RE coming up in November, so I did feel like I was running out of time. And I'm glad this happened when it did, because I might have unnecessarily had surgery that I didn't need. Actually, I probably would have got another HSG test to make sure that everything looked good before I would have gone through the surgery. So it's up to you. If you want to do it naturally, I'm going to show you what to do. Sit back. So I started off in May. I started May. So let's say I did about 4 months of serapeptides before I got my BFP. And I was doing massive amounts. If you look at my other video, I had a few comments saying you're doing too much, calm down. Well, I don't feel that I was. And I'm glad that I stuck with the dosage that I stuck with. It did not bother my system any. It might bother someone else's, but it's been cases of people doing as big as your pocketbook is, as much as you can do. I did the Doctor's Best. Happy with Doctor's Best. I'm not trying to advocate any particular brand. I don't believe I wasted my money at all with this serapeptides. I was doing about 1 million units a day. Now, I started off at 2,500 units and worked my way up over a period to 1 million. And when I mean a period, I mean a week. I was up to 1 million. I did feel some tingling in my lymph nodes, a little bit of burning. I want to say throughout the time I was taking it, and that's when I kind of weaned back my dosage a little bit for a day and then kind of went back up. I really believe that it was the the enzymes eating away at the biofilm that surrounds your cyst or whatever the case is. So I don't believe it's a bad thing. A lot of women say they do have burning, a little bit of a tingling sensation, not burning like I'm on fire burning, but tingling sensation. And I believe that that was my body's signal that it was working. Obviously, I showed you before I had bumps all throughout my arms. Those have almost completely dissolved. Stretch marks have dissolved, and that little bump back there is dissolved. So I really felt that serapeptides was working in my benefit. I did do enzymes. I didn't put this up there because I really don't think, I think that the money would have been better used buying particular enzymes for this situation, which is bromelain. This one is mixed with quercetin. It's another quercetin. I think it's a plant-based photo something about quercetin that's supposed to be good. It's supposed to help the bromelain, but I did do a bottle of the regular bromelain in NATO. Dosages of these, I was doing a lot. I was doing about 10 of these, easily 10 of these, and 1 million units of this. Sometimes I even went up to 1 million, 1.5 million throughout the day. Obviously not all at one time. Don't do it all at one time. Don't do it all at one time. I was doing it throughout the day. Brunch in between eating. So an hour before I was eating, or 2 hours after, actually 3 hours after I was done eating. I can tell you, if you know you're going to be taking this stuff and you're not going to be wasting your money, you are going to be careful on when you take these. You're going to make sure you have an empty stomach so this stuff can do its job. And I think it helped with my snacking because I was a big snackaholic. And because I was taking the bromelain, this stuff gets expensive. I wasn't snacking as much. And I was always constantly thinking, $5 at McDonald's versus $5 towards my serapeptides, because I was going about a bottle of this every 10 days. So $30 almost every 10 days does not include everything else. Also did coenzyme 10. This helps with egg quality. Don't know if you're supposed to take it on an empty or full stomach, but I did all the orange caps together. That's how I group mine. I did those about four times a day. I put everything in a huge baggie. This baggie is done, almost done. Obviously, I'm not going to take any more, but this baggie almost always used to be filled to the top with all my supplements, and I did used to carry it around with me so I would never forget a dosage. I also did a good probiotic. You want to get a good probiotic in your system, so I was doing one of these. This bottle ran, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to quote the prices on these things. This ran me about $20, I'm going to say. Now, I grouped these in my cabinets. So for egg quality, because obviously I'm 37 and my egg quality diminished, DHEA. Did I do the 75? Heck no. I did 100 milligrams, but I just started this July 31st is when I started this DHEA. So I don't know if that, I think it contributed. I really do with my egg quality and me getting my BFP. Obviously you're supposed to do 75, you know. I don't care. I did 100. I did 100. No hair loss, no acne. My body was like, I can take it. I did do the royal jelly. Empty stomach, you're supposed to do it on. Didn't really care. This stuff has got a funky taste to it, and I just wanted to get it down. Like I showed you guys what it looks like. Look at that stuff is still halfway full. Actually, it's more than halfway full. Probably still going to continue to take this stuff because it's still a great supplement to do, and I'm going to do that during pregnancy. So, these guys I grouped together. This is also good for egg quality. Bee pollen, good for egg quality, still taking that. DIM, this is basically vegetables in a pill. This is basically vegetables in a pill, okay? I was taking this too. The dosages are getting wonky, guys. My suggestion is to do what the bottle says. Obviously, I did above and beyond what the bottle said. I was popping these things too, maybe up to 6 of these a day because it's just another supplement like maca. You can't take too much of it, so I was doing 6 to 8 of these a day along with those. I grouped those together. This is another one. I only did about 2 of these. These things were huge. I'm going to show you just how big these things were. These things were hard to swallow, so I only did 2 of those. And that was my group for these. Alright, move these to the side. I got a good prenatal. I did Rainbow Light, okay? Geritol works, whatever. Whatever multivitamin, get a good multivitamin. So when I did my multivitamin, I also added kelp, iodine. I also added Female Reaper, Dr. Christopher's. This stuff gets you regulated. This is a great supplement. There's a lot of them out there. I like this one. Now, he makes 3 of these. He makes Female Reproductive, he makes Hormonal Change, and he makes Female Tonic. In the beginning, I was taking all 3, and I got my cycle down to a straight 26 days. My cycle stayed at 26 days throughout this journey, except for one time that I had a 40-day cycle. I don't know what happened there, guys. I did have a 40-day cycle, and I think that was, I don't know, March or something that I had that. But yeah, if you need to get regular, you're having irregular cycles, I would look at this. Stuff really isn't expensive. It's about maybe in between $15, $20. Look at the reviews on Amazon. Before you do anything, look at the reviews, okay? See what they say. But I did all those together along with red raspberry leaf. I only did one of those because this has got red raspberry leaf in it. This has got red raspberry leaf in it. How much red raspberry leaf do you need? Not that much. So those were all, I did those all together every day. Oh, did I forget my maca? Hello, maca. I got this one. Standardized. Didn't really matter. This was on the shelf. Figured I wanted one purple in with all these green tops. And that's what I did. Okay. During ovulation, in addition, can you believe this? In addition to all this other stuff, guess what I squeezed in? I squeezed in soy isoflavones, 200 milligrams, cycle day 2 through 6. I also squeezed in black cohosh every single cycle, 160 milligrams, cycle day 1 through 13. And believe it or not, the cycle I got pregnant, I was also doing estrogen. I wasn't even thinking about trying to get pregnant. I was just getting some crazy night sweats, and I added one of these too. This has also got soy and black cohosh in it, so I was getting triple the amount. Actually, I did this longer than when you're supposed to. I did this up until, I think maybe a day or two before I found out I was pregnant. I was like, oh, sugar dumpling, I'm taking this stuff too long. You're not supposed to take it that long. For fertility, you're not. If you're not working for fertility, take it whenever. But yeah, because it had the soy, I was hoping that it didn't screw up my system because I took it actually after ovulation. I was like, oh my God, I'm taking soy after ovulation. You're not supposed to take soy after ovulation. I did it, and guess it wasn't bad. I don't know. Everyone might have a different experience. Primrose. Yes, I did do this. You guys know about that. If you don't, it helps keep your cervical mucus nice and clear and flowing. I also did Mucinex. Yes, all this stuff. In addition to everything else, I made way for these. This was during ovulation, or pre-ovulation. I did the Mucinex during ovulation. Also, let me get those out the way. Oh, pre-seed. We're going to talk about that in 2 seconds. So that was what I did during ovulation. Okay. I also did pre-seed. But guess what I found out? After you're doing the apple cider vinegar, make sure you're getting the one with mother, which is that, you see that brown stuff at the bottom? It looks like it's cloudy and everything. This is the good one. Don't get that regular cheap stuff from Walmart or Sears or Tops or whatever your local grocery store is. Don't get that crap. Get the good one with the mother. I did about 2 tablespoons of this every day mixed with my V8 juice. I love V8 juice. I've been doing it for a while. Now I like it. I also mix my V8 juice with, look at this, green stuff. Why? Because I wanted to, guys. Look at that. It looks green. Tastes like you're eating grass. It's great for you, though. You mix it up. You put it in there. It's healthy. It's nice breakfast. Nice start. Keeps you from munching all day. Also, did castor oil. Now, castor oil packs. Did I do the pack? No. Did I put this bad boy on my belly and massage it during ovulation? So from my period. Actually, I was still doing it on my period. Didn't notice any heavier bleeding. Up until ovulation, yes. Did I do this the cycle day that I got pregnant? No, but I was doing it every single cycle before then. I stayed off of the internet and also used shea oil. Carried this stuff around. When I got bored, I just started rubbing on my tummy. Felt good. God, so basically that's what I did. I cut out refined sugar, donuts, coffee, or donuts, Snickers, all the good stuff, all that horrible refined sugar. I took that stuff out of my system for the past 4 months. Limited my coffee to maybe 1 cup a week, give or take. Did a lot of teas, green tea. Peppermint tea. I hate green tea. I shouldn't say hate. Hate is a strong word. Hate is a word you shouldn't use at all. But I don't like green tea at all. And I did peppermint, did a lot of peppermint tea. I did do that fertile aid tea. Yeah, I didn't stick with that. I don't know. I got crampy after that, and I ended up just throwing out that stuff. Actually, I didn't throw it out. Sprinkled it in my garden because I didn't want to waste it, but I didn't want to eat it, use it either. So I sprinkled that stuff in my garden. I figured my plants will like it, because I ain't like it. I wasn't doing it. Also, as far as water, a lot of water, a lot of water. Do as much as you can. When you feel like grabbing a soda, grab water. Ice cold filtered soda, not that crappy tap water that comes out of your faucet. Get a filter, put a filter on there. Drink filtered water. It's good for you. Also, stay off of the internet, guys. The cycle I got pregnant, I was lighting candles, doing meditation, doing relaxing, and reading. That was a cycle I think also helped. Also, because my system, and I think this was also very important for me, I was getting really crampy, especially during ovulation. I started doing cramp bark. Cramp bark is something that's been used for thousands and thousands of years by Native Americans. It tastes like bark. I did do a video on exactly what this was. And it worked. It relaxed my stomach. I don't do Tylenol. I don't do any of that craziness. So I try to find natural remedies that I can do to relieve any pain, swelling, problems that I might have. And cramp bark did work with ovulation pains, and I'm still doing it. My doctor says, you know what, you should probably not do this while you're pregnant. And you know what? I talked to an herbalist, and I did research, and I ordered a new book, Herbs that are safe to do during pregnancy, and cramp bark was on it. Actually, black haw was on it, but black haw is the sister of cramp bark. So I'm still doing it. Like I said, I am using my body as a guinea pig. I'm not trying to use my little mouse, is what I've dubbed the name of my being, as a test subject. But this has been used to prevent miscarriages. Okay? If you have an overactive uterus like I did, a lot of cramping, a lot of sharp pains, I'd look into this. It's really helped me. I still do take it occasionally today. I did take some today because I was feeling some crampiness, and I did take it within 7 to 10 minutes. The crampiness was gone. So I guess everything is kind of do it at your own risk, guys, what you feel comfortable with. I feel comfortable with cramp bark. Midwives have been suggesting it to reduce cramps and to reduce contractions. So if that's actually what my uterus is doing, or if it's my little mouse trying to implant in my uterus and is causing me issues, I'm going to help, you know, relax it so that he doesn't have to fight, or she doesn't have to fight to get in my uterus or to burrow a little bit deeper, whatever she's doing. What else did I want to say? Also, did talk to my doctor. I still want to be doing the DHEA. I haven't officially been assigned a doctor because I'm trying to find a midwife. I would love to actually have a home birth, but right now I still feel safe with doing the DHEA. I'm not going to do 100 milligrams anymore. I did wean this back to what the recommended dosage is, which is 75. I'm going to keep this up. There's not enough studies, and I feel comfortable with doing it. I don't feel comfortable with just stopping anything. Now, all these supplements now that I've gotten my BFP, I'm not doing anymore. But I wouldn't just stop. This one I'm still doing, like I said, bee pollen, royal jelly I'm still doing, prenatals, kelp, cramp bark I'm still doing, coenzymes I'm not doing any more of these. Guys, stop this if you get your BFP, because actually the serpeptides breaks down the fibrin, breaks down biofilm, and actually guess what our little beans are made of? Protein. So do you really want to do this? No. Will I be starting this stuff again? Probably I will probably do it, hopefully, knock on wood, if this pregnancy progresses towards the last month of the pregnancy. I will probably start putting this stuff back in my system and continuing it until after birth to get rid of any of that yuckiness. But that's so far ahead, guys. It's phenomenal. So that's what I'm doing. If you have any questions, you can post them. I will try my best to answer them, but I think I pretty much covered everything that I did. The dosages, do what your body says. Really, pay attention to what your sit back, and hey, if you feel some burning in your chest, you know, Maybe you're doing too much. I did not start all these at once. I didn't just run out to the store and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I have been trying for almost 2 years, 1 year and 9 months. These are the supplements that I've accumulated after the 1 year, 9 months. And this is the combination that I felt good with. So that's what I'm doing. And I feel good with it. Well, that's what I was doing, and I feel good with it. I'm glad I stuck with it. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been supportive. Guys, find a friend online or in real life that can help support you. When you feel like crying, you need someone to cry to. Dog, a cat, if you have a dog, a cat. If you have a spouse, great. If you have a boyfriend, great. Girlfriend, if you have a girlfriend, great. Find someone that's going to help you through this. This was one very, 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 very difficult, extremely frustrating journey. In fact, my daughter was just like, I'm so happy you're pregnant now because you were just a mess. And it was. It's an emotional roller coaster. And although 2 years is not long for some, it was extremely, extremely long for me. We shouldn't discount anyone's time that they've spent trying to conceive, because we're all anxious, whether you've been doing it 10 years, whether you've been doing it 2 years, whether you've been doing it 2 months. The anxiety, the depression, the emotion is still going to be there. We should not judge each other on how long we've been trying to conceive. Our journey is still the same. We're still on the same road. Okay, we all need to be supportive of each other, encourage each other. Hey, if you've only been trying for 2 months, I'm here for you.